Have you ever heard of coffee badging? It's when employees swipe into the office to clock their attendance, grab a coffee, hang out for an hour, and then go right back home to do their actual work. Mandate met, metric green, total change adoption? Zero. That is Goodhart's law in the wild. Coined by economist Charles Goodhart, it states that when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. If you've ever managed a major change initiative, you've probably seen some version of this. People optimization, token maxing, gaming the system. When we measure the wrong things, people optimize for the metric, not the actual mission. Look, we all know the old saying, what gets measured gets managed. But in change management, we often measure what's easy instead of what actually matters. We look at system login rates and call it adoption. We look at training attendance and call it readiness. But a green dashboard doesn't mean a project is successful if your team is secretly miserable, burnt out, or finding clever workarounds. Traditional project management tells you if a system went live on time and on budget. Change management metrics tell you if anyone actually cares enough to use it correctly once it's there. In this module, we're throwing out the bloated spreadsheets and the 50-page metric reports. Instead, we're focusing on practical, high-impact strategies. First, you're going to learn how to navigate the say/do gap. Why what employees tell you in a survey rarely matches what they actually do in the system, and how to find the truth in between. Second, we'll cover leading versus lagging indicators, so you can spot early warning signs before a project goes off the rails, rather than just doing a post-mortem after it fails. And finally, we'll look at MVM, minimum viable measurement. This is how to focus on just 2 or 3 key metrics that your executive sponsor actually cares about, rather than drowning in data you can't sustain. We are aiming for data perfection here. We're aiming for good enough to make a smart decision. Because at the end of the day, measurement shouldn't feel like surveillance. It should be the tool that helps us build trust, reduce friction, and prove the real human value of a project. Let's dive in.